Am I starting? Oh, good morning. I didn't know if I was starting or Melissa was. So welcome. I feel like I'm like, whoa, like, wow. So happy Friday, you guys. I'm excited that it's Friday. Auto ships ran yesterday. It's been a great week. So we are halfway through the month. So great time to look at your numbers, see where you're at, reevaluate your goals. Let's just jump right into it. Gratitude. And it's funny because yesterday, obviously, we didn't have a Zoom, but I started, and I think I've talked about this before on the morning Zoom, but I have started Thankful Thursday with my children. So I don't even have to say it's Thankful Thursday. All we have to say is it's Thursday. Most of the time, my kids are like, oh, I got to come up with another idea. So, actually, yesterday was just my son and I. We were coming back from playoffs, and he looked at me, and it was like 8:30 at night, and he's like, Mom. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, it's Thursday. I'm like, I'm so proud of you for remembering that. So I told him how thankful I was that I was able to come to his playoff game because the rest of the family were at a different game, and then I got to spend some one-on-one time with him. So it's just a way of communicating, showing him gratitude. Really, I'm thankful for being with him. I'm grateful that I got to spend that one-on-one time because it doesn't always happen when you've got 3 kiddos. So that was just something that I've incorporated with my kids, and I'm hoping that once I can get them a little older into routine, we can start doing gratitude things every single day with them. But so it is the morning. What are you grateful for? Grab a notebook. Grab your gratitude journal if that's what you have. Grab a post-it note, whatever, but write down something that you guys are grateful for today, yesterday that happened. It's great to start your day off with gratitude. I'm telling you guys, when you start doing that, and even if you do keep a journal and you go back to that journal and you kind of look, it's kind of funny the things that we do think we're grateful for. It's even the small things. So yes, we always talk about being, grateful for the big things. And I try to teach my children and I try to teach myself, try to be grateful for those little things, even if it is something that's bad that's happened, because that bad event, that valley you might be in right now, be grateful for it, because on the other side, you're going to be a bigger, stronger person because of it. So if anyone wants to share, go ahead and you can unmute yourself if you want to share, or you can just write it in the comments. Or if you guys are still writing, I can shut my mouth. I'm trying to think where my note was. Something that I'm grateful for, like I said, yesterday was just being able to be, I had the time freedom to, and I don't even say the time freedom to my children, but just the time to be one-on-one with him. And this morning, I'm grateful for all of you guys, because here's the thing. Like I said, I have 2 weeks without children. I'm a 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off with the children. And when I don't have them in the morning, I sleep in. Okay. I am not the best morning person. So I spoil myself a little bit. I make sure that when I'm scheduling appointments and everything in the morning, I'm like, oh, I can't do anything until 10 a.m. So I always sleep in. So here's the thing though, you guys. I did this twice this week, and like Brittany said, she's like, oh my gosh, we get you twice this week. And I'm like, yep, not a morning person. But here's the thing, guys. I'm grateful that I actually volunteered, signed up, because you know what? One, it got me up and going, so I get my day going a little bit sooner than sleeping in, because let's be real, I can sleep in tomorrow. And second is I get to be with you guys. I get to learn things. I get to be around you guys. And the more we, plug in, the more we're around people, it's just going to make us grow a little bit more. And especially this Zoom. I love this Zoom probably more than some of the other ones, just because it's so, we're talking about gratitude. We're talking about self-development. We're talking about, who we are, how we're growing. And I think that's so important in just our personal life that goes into our business. So grateful that you guys are all here this morning. Does anyone else have any more comments? Otherwise, we can hop right into it too.
Good morning. I'm grateful that my husband has quit smoking for a month now. I'm very proud of him. and he
That's
finally got back. And he finally got back on Thrive. So, woohoo him!
That is awesome. Well, I hope to be able to say that. And here's a little secret that I haven't told anyone. I'm on day 9 of not smoking.
Get it, girl.
So I have been a smoker for 27 years, you guys. So I just decided cold turkey, and I'm on day 9. I feel amazing. And I'm just, yes, that is something I'm grateful for. I haven't shared it because, we all think, and I think maybe this is even like business. Sometimes we don't put it out there, but it's kind of like, I didn't want to share with too many people in case I failed. So now it's out there.
Girl.
I'm being held accountable, but so.
But not only that, you're human. So if you fail or once or twice, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, it just shows your vulnerability. Like, and also cold turkey is the way to go.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kept getting that gut feeling that I needed to quit. So I can tell you it's forced me to get out, and I'm walking, every day, where I've been complaining that I've actually gained weight, you guys. And I'm like, wow, what is going on? I'm doing my Thrive, blah, blah, blah. But thing is I've got out of routine of doing things, and I started using excuses. Like, I had my elbow surgery. I'm like, oh, I can't work out. I can't do this. So I became full of excuses, which then, in turn made me very unhappy because I started gaining weight. And I refuse to let that happen because I believe in Thrive. I have had great results. I have a great story. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to get my life together, right? So here I am, day 9, and we're going.
Yesterday, my fiance reminded me of something. It was 10 years sober of drugs for me yesterday. I'm so grateful that it has been 10 years. Like, guys, that's huge for somebody who was doing drugs at 16 plus.
Congratulations. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yes. So yeah, my whole 9 day of smoking is nothing compared to 10 years. So way to go. That is absolutely amazing.
You'll get there though. Don't worry. You're going to get there.
One day at a time.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's see. Melissa, do you want to, I don't know where you are.
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you want me just to start? Do you want to go, girl?
I mean, it's completely up to you. I love the way that you lead things. So it's up to you. I know that we're going to talk about like Flex Friday, like Follow Up Friday, and then just Weekend Warrior. And so, sometimes, like, obviously it's summertime. So that's already like, we're busy, guys. Everybody has busy schedules, but it's not a time to slow down in your business. And so I think that's what we just kind of wanted to reiterate with today's Zoom. And so, yeah, I mean, if you want me to go, I can go, or if you want to, I don't care.
All right. Well, I'll just keep talking. That'll keep me awake. Okay, yeah. So Weekend Warrior, you guys. So here's the thing. Like, on Wednesday, we talked about just summertime, getting back to the basics, and just kind of like refocusing on how to keep your business going in the summertime, because yes, it does get slow. Let's be real. It doesn't have to be slow, but it does get slow if you are not consistently doing things. So another main key that I have, found, and you guys, if you think about it, and I don't know how long everyone's been in here, but okay, if you think about it, the company, when do they do their most promos? Okay, think about it. It's the weekends, right? Because they're smart. We have very smart CEOs, you guys. They know that the weekends are going to be a little bit slower because people are out and about. They've worked, their butts off during the week. Now they know that, okay, it's the weekend. It's time to relax. It's time for family time. It's time to go attend those, it's summertime. You're going to have weddings. You're going to have graduations that maybe still are going on. Family, they have birthday parties. They have family reunions. I could go on. And especially now that COVID really has started to lift a little bit more, people are really getting together. They're starting to enjoy life again on the weekends. And so be it. People should, people work hard. They should be able to relax a little bit. What does that mean for a person that is in a business that is not just a Monday through Friday business, but it is a 7 days a week? Let's be real. And it's anytime, you guys. Like, we need to continue keeping our business open even on the weekends, because if we don't, our business slows down. We're not staying consistent. We all know what happens. So the thing is you need to stay really focused, okay, even on the weekends, and just be mindful that weekend business is going to be different than weekday business. Okay, so I get up, every single morning, try to get up and do a question of the day. That's my interaction post. I try to do it. I have not done it yet, but I try to get it in between, 6 and about 7 a.m. because I know that that's when most people are getting up, getting ready for work, or they're already getting to work. But what do people do when they first clock in? They check their Facebook, before the boss gets to them or whatever. But that's kind of the time that I do my interaction post. Now, on the weekend, between 6 and 7, most of your audience, my audience at least, is not up at that time. They're sleeping in. So I know a better time to reach them is going to be 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Okay. So think about the time that your audience is on there. So your posting might be a little bit different on the weekend than it is during the week. Another thing is, we talk about, let's just start going into the weekend. Okay. It's Friday. What do we do on Friday? We do Flex Friday posts. Why do we do them? One, because Chas started them, and it shares the excitement about what Thrive is. And it shows that we're not alone. We're a big community. People want to be part of a community. Okay. Some people, I don't know what your color personalities are all in here, but if you guys are yellow, I'm telling you, you yellow people are going to do anything for anyone because you just want to be helpful. If you're blue, you want to be part of a community. You want to be in that fun, Star, this is totally you. You want to be in that fun group. You want to be part of a community. Okay. You need people. You want to be, interacting with people. So your blue personality people, that is the people that are going to want to say, God, I'll join this business because I just want to be part of something. I want to be part of a group of, there might be men in here, but a group of women that are like me. Maybe so besides Thrive, maybe it's just getting together and hanging out. Maybe they were attracted to an upline that, someone spiritually spoke to them because they're talking about their journey with God. Maybe it's someone that, like Melanie, like you said, you've been in recovery. Maybe it's someone that they saw that's been recovered and their story is, oh my gosh, they've been recovered for 10 years. They're doing this business. They've got this group of people. Yes, you might have your group of people from recovery with your, classes and stuff, but it's also, this is a different type of people, and we all have the same goals. We lift each other up to make sure that we have a better life, that whatever. So you got to remember different personalities too, you guys. So when you're posting, if you are getting together, even with one Thriver on the weekend, I did that a couple weekends ago, I'm posting that, I got together with one of my girls. This opportunity brought us together because I would say 99% of the people on my team or sidelines, uplines, whatever, I would have never met in my life had I not joined this business. So that's something to really emphasize when you are talking about Thrive. It's not always about the money. It's not always about getting the free products. It's about a community. It's about people want to be with people. And I feel like the older we get, the smaller our circle of friends become. Why? Because we lose touch with people, but two, we also realize who our true friends are. Okay. We realize that, it's not, for me at least, it's getting rid of some of the people that probably don't have the same interests as myself. They don't, they served a purpose at one time and now I've moved on. But I always, when someone asks me, like, oh, who you hang out with, I always feel like I'm always talking about my Thrive people. it's just the way it is, you know, and I love that about it. So, anyways, back to the company doing promos. I scrolled on you guys. But they do it on the weekends only because, let's be real, most of the time a holiday, you know, like 4th of July, all that, they will do it at a special time, you know, Father's Day, Mother's Day. But most of the time those are on weekends. And it's because they know you've got your auto ships that go through throughout the month, but then the weekends they try to throw that out just to kind of hype things up. So here's the thing. They didn't do, I don't think they did a promo. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a promo this weekend. Excuse me. But here's the thing. Just because the company doesn't do a promo doesn't mean that you can't do a promo. So this is where I try to teach my team. This is where you use your free credits. So think of the best promo or the one that works the most for you that the company sends out. I would just say, let's just keep it easy. It's the free shipping, okay? Free shipping with orders over $150. If you get customers on that, why are you not doing that? Why are you not saying free shipping? Because free shipping really is about $15 in credits, US. And if you don't have $15 in credits, then you should be taking out of one of your weekly checks and converting that from cash to credit so you can offer that on a weekend. So that is an easy way of, you know, getting a new customer, getting an old customer to order. It's an easy way of getting volume. So try to remember that the company does promos on purpose on the weekends. So why can't you? That's something that if they don't announce something by usually 9 a.m. tomorrow on a Saturday, that's what I'll probably be doing, is doing like a free shipping for myself. So I'll let you go, Melissa, so I don't keep talking.
No, you're good. I just wanted to like piggyback off of Flex Friday. I know for me, I've really been trying to, and like for today's post, I'm going to tag all of my customers, guys. This way I really want to, since it's the end of the month, I want to try to help them thrive for free. And so if they're loving the DFTs, I am definitely tagging them in my post so that way, again, I can help them thrive for free if anybody questions. Also, I've been, anytime anybody gets their sample in the mail, if they get their products in the mail, I'm going back through to all my customers, all my things, and having them do a post, and I'm helping with that, trying to boost my volume too, and helping them thrive for free, because honestly, that's great customer service, helping them, because I'm already thriving for free. I always aim for a higher number, but especially with Flex Friday, that kind of gives me that catchy post to kind of help them catch some customers too. So I just want to add that in. But then since today is follow-up Friday, dig in your messenger. I know I'm going to be doing this today for like keywords that you use. And like Jacqueline said, I'm going to be offering some free shipping with some credits and stuff like that. Just to kind of get some of these people who may have been, you know, ghosted me or whatever, like trying to grab those people in there. What else was I going to say? I squirreled.
Melissa, about the keyword, I mean, I think most people know, but I shouldn't assume ever. So do you want to just explain, like, what are some of the keywords that you use, like going in a messenger where you would search someone's name, you're obviously going to just put in some keywords is what she's saying. So what are some of the keywords that you might use?
So I use a lot of like text replacement, and especially with like when I send people, say they're a potential promoter, I have, you know, a little paragraph that I send that kind of explains about like what Thrive is. So I search, especially if I'm pushing to sign some promoters, I'm searching for, you know, whatever that might be for follow-up. So if I'm, you know, searching for promoters, I might search the pack numbers. So 200, 400, 800, that usually brings up conversations. If it's for like a customer follow-up, say, you know, you can even check free shipping. You can check a product biotic. You can check bloating. I mean, anything that you use like in your verbiage. Those are the keywords that you want to bring up. So if it's a sample, say like I go in and message like my viewers who say I do like a sample series in my stories. I go through and I message those people. And so if I spoke with them, then they're going to have something in there about, you know, a sample or trying Thrive or, you know, like little key phrases that you personally use is what I'm searching for in there. And then I also go through like my planner. I write everybody's name down that I talk to. I go through for follow up and follow up with those people who may have fell through the cracks. This is why I love a planner. I write everybody's name down in it that I talk to and have a conversation with in my messenger. So that this way, if I miss them with following up with keywords and searching that way, then I have it in my planner too. So it's kind of like a fail safe system that I use. And then go through your customer list, you know, like have you checked in with those customers that you've already signed to? That's something that I'm going to be doing towards the end of the month to try to get some volume in. I also use to help me with follow-ups. I'm not sure, do you or have anybody use like the shop app? I know I use it for my personal orders and stuff like that, but you can actually take, so like when your customers have auto ship, or if they have just a regular order ship, you can take that tracking number and you can go put it in this shop app and it will literally tell you and give you like notifications whenever it ships, when they get it, when it's delivered, all the things. So it's really been helping me with my customer service skills. So that way, especially say I shipped a sample, this is going to let me know exactly when to message that person when the package has been delivered. And so I can create that excitement. And then I've been using it for my auto ship customers too, whenever I see that theirs have shipped. So I can follow up with them, make sure that they receive the right product, make sure they know how to use everything. So I did just want to add that in there. It helps me stay organized and helps me follow up. And since today's follow-up Friday, I wanted to add that in there. But yeah, that's definitely how I follow up and all the things.
I love that. I absolutely love that because I can use an example. As of yesterday, I reached out, I sent some samples out. So I reached out yesterday afternoon to the people and I'm like, hey, did you get your package yet? I have the tracking number, but I can tell you right now, it's a receipt that's in the bottom of my purse. Okay. I keep them for tax purposes.
Yes,
But
exactly. I do too.
You know, if I was smart like you had your app, I would know that they already have it. Would I still text them and say, hey, have you got your package? Because that opens conversation. Absolutely, I would, but I would know. So, and what I would have done is I would have messaged them the day before because actually both of them received it the day before. They got it a day sooner. So here's my deal is I always tell people, hey, I've got your sample. It's ready to go. Thank you for signing up, creating your free account. It's all packaged. And I tell them, you know, once I used to send instructions with it right away, but then I found that they
never do
it and they never told me. So then I stopped and I'm like, okay, so when you get it, let me know that you got it. I'll send you instructions and let you know how to use it. And that usually works better for me. Well, this particular lady, I messaged her yesterday and I said, hey, did you get your package? And she's like, oh my God, I got it yesterday. And she's like, I already started it. I'm like, what? Like, what'd you use? What'd you do? You know? So the thing is that she totally did not use it the way I would have recommended, but it was okay. She did everything full. Like she did the 2 capsules. She did a full mix instead of a half. Usually I have them do a half, but whatever. It was okay. She's like, oh my God, I feel great. You know, I have the energy. So luckily she was not one of those people that got the shakes or, you know, had too much because she didn't drink a lot of caffeine anyway. So I got lucky. But I told her, I said, oh, well, that's great. But I said, now you're going to be short, you know, some product because I don't send enough to do 3 full mixes. I usually just do 2.
Right.
But if I had used that shop app, I would have known she got it the day before and I probably would have reached out a little sooner. So I love that.
Yes,
So
it helps me so much. Like I'm a very scatterbrained. And if I don't like use these little things to help me, then it's crazy. So as soon as I go and I ship that, I put the tracking in there like almost promptly. That way it gives me the updates. It lets me know, I can look at the map. It shows me exactly where it's at. It's amazing. And then I get that little notification that says it was delivered. And so then I message them with so much excitement with a voice message, and it's been helping a lot. And then whenever they get home, they message me and I give them the directions at that point, just like you. I'd never give the directions in the package anymore because I want to make sure that they do it right. So I love creating that extra excitement. And so that's really been helping me flip that. I don't know, I've been getting them to go into the customer phase or promoter phase after that. So
Nice.
it's definitely been helping. So yeah.
Perfect. Yes. And sometimes, you guys, like we say, work your business, smart, keep it simple, smart. But this is the thing, like there might be extra steps that you have to do. But here's the thing, it's going to save you in the long run. It's going to provide you better customer service. Something like this, I feel like is great. I mean, yes, you can go in the back office and you can track their package, but let's be real, half the time, I mean, I love Lavelle, but half the time, it says, oh, still pending, a label's been created, but we haven't shipped it, and then people will still get their packages. So this is a great way to track it, and then yes, it shows excitement. I always tell people, I'll send them a picture of like their package when I get it all put together, and I'll be like, this is what it looks like. It's a little teal envelope, but I'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for you. Like, I always show them excitement. I voice text them like, I'm so excited for you to get your sample. I have a lot of people that will get a sample, like the girl that I messaged yesterday, the other one, and she's like, well, I'm not going to try it this weekend because I know I'm going to be out drinking. So I want to try it when I'm actually doing my regular stuff. So she's not going to start till Monday. I'm not going to convince her because I know it's the weekend and I want her to have the best experience. So right there just shows like people do their own thing on weekends. Okay.
Mhm.
So we just have to be mindful, like, of weekends are different. We need to work them different, but we have to work on the weekends, you guys. Anything else?
I don't think so. Let me see. I'm going over my notes to see if I did just want to say, I know that you had talked a little bit about like belly to belly on the weekends, working events, your gatherings. I also wanted to say I always keep like a sample in my purse so that when I am out at these, I make sure that my DFT is visible. Guys, you're gonna be busy on weekends. You have to find different ways to work your business and work that in. Like Jaqueline said too, like when she was out with lunch with one of our girlfriends the other day, like this is also times where you do your batch work. You take your photos while you're out there on the weekends. Like this weekend is my daughter's 4th birthday. Next weekend is my other daughter's 8th birthday. And then the week after that, we're going to Michigan. And so I really have to strategically plan like the next couple weeks to make sure that I am, batching on this weekend when we go and have fun so that I can utilize these photos throughout the next couple weeks because it's going to be super busy. And so definitely utilize your weekends and know your schedule. I also wanted to say Megan had moved she has a batching Zoom that she does to where it helps plan your week, helps batch. She gives so many ideas. It's such great, useful information. I know she said she had to hop off, but she moved it to Saturday mornings. So instead of Sunday, it's now on Saturday at 8 a.m. Central. But this Zoom, even if I can't always hop on whenever it is, she usually records it and makes it available. But guys, I always watch these because it legit helps me plan my week. Helps me know like when I'll plug in where all the Zooms are, what my appointments are, helps me plan my posts for the weeks. And I also utilize the weekends to make story slides. So like an opportunity slide that I can use throughout the week. And then I save them to different folders in my albums and stuff so that I can readily use those whenever I need, like on a busy day. I'm not going to have time to create a post. Like, let's just be real. And if so, it's not going to be very thought out. So I really utilize like my weekends because I mean, usually people are busy. And so I'm not as big on my posting and stuff. Like you got to kind of work, like she said, work your weekends a little bit different. So yeah.
Yeah, and batching, you guys, like here's the thing, we take pictures. Let's say you're, not everyone's got kids, okay? What I'm saying is you want to take pictures that are going to draw people in. It's the pictures that are going to stop someone scrolling, okay? That's what we want to aim for. So here's the thing. Let's say you're on the weekend and, I'll tell you right now, I can post a picture of Walter. I don't know where he is, but I can post a picture of Walter and I will get everyone to stop their scroll, like my picture, because everyone loves Walter, okay? I can do a picture of me talking about the 3 steps and I may get only 5-10 comments or likes, from my friends. They know I do thrive. But when I do a picture of my dog, for some reason, they're all like, oh my God, he's so cute. I'm like, yeah, if you only knew. But, or my kiddos. So here's the thing. Yes, I see my kids every day, even though I don't have them because of sports, but I will get them back. I'll get them this weekend. So like when I went last weekend, by accident, I ended up at 2 art museums. Okay. It was not by accident. It was not a coincidence because I don't believe in those. But anyways, we were meant to be there. We did it. My kids have never been to an art museum. Okay. I took pictures. I did post most of them and talked about the day, but here's the thing. I saved a couple. I had my kids, okay, you guys, some of the angles are not the best, but I had my kids take pictures of me at the Walker Art Museum. And if anyone's familiar with Minnesota, it's where that big spoon with the cherry on the top is, okay? My kids have never been there, so I took them there, but I had them take pictures of me in different angles by the gardens. And my kids know, they're 12 and 14, for God's sakes. They're able to take pictures. They all have, their own freaking smartphones. Those are my back photos for the next couple weeks, okay? Like, I haven't posted any of them yet. Last weekend I was in Rochester and we pulled into a McDonald's so my parents could get coffee, I think what it was. And I actually had just had my colonoscopy that day. So I had anesthesia in me. So I was still kind of like, ugh, but I knew it was Friday. I hadn't done a Flex Friday post. So I pulled an old Flex Friday post because people don't always know, okay? And I was not about to take a Flex Friday post with the way I looked. So, but the thing is we pull up in this McDonald's. I'm like, oh my God, look at the silos. There's a bunch of silos, whatever. So I pulled my daughter and her little girlfriend out of the car. And I'm like, you guys are going to take my pictures by the silo. My daughter is like, Mom, this is private property. We're going to get in trouble. I'm like, oh God, just come on, girl. I had her take a bunch of pictures of me next to the silo. I did a Flex Friday. Again, I have not used those pictures. That's batching. That's from last weekend. These are things, you guys. So sometimes we take photos and we get so excited to share them with everyone. But think about it. If you're going to go post pictures from your weekend and you do 25 pictures, okay. 1, some of your friends aren't going to scroll through all of them. 2, there's probably a couple you could save and use that as an impact post. So here's what I mean by impact post, like, doing something with using emotion. This is where we pull people in. It's a picture that's going to stop the scroll. Then we use verbiage that's going to show emotion, pull people in so that way they can feel. So maybe it's a picture of me and my kiddos, and the kids are laughing. And we're somewhere and I can do a poll post, meaning I'm going to comment like, I am so blessed that I got to spend this time, or I'm so grateful, or these little kids are growing up so fast, but you know what, today I got to take the time to make memories with them. It's a poll post. You're using emotion. I don't even know. It's not, my mind's not flowing right now, but you kind of get the picture. Is it's one picture. It's simple. It's not cluttered. It's clear. It's good. People are laughing, or maybe you guys are serious. Maybe it's you and, you know, a daughter, or you and a son, you know, and you're like, oh, mama's little boy, mama's little girl. Maybe it's a picture, you know, of your dog and you're, you know, just sitting out saying, hey, I get to, you know, I'm here with someone that gives me unconditional love and I love that, blah, blah. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be related to Thrive, but don't always share. I know we get excited, but save a couple pictures for batching, you guys, because it's those days that you're like, shit, I don't know what to post. Well, you can go in and you can pull some of these pictures out. Okay. So just because you're out in public, get over the fact that people are probably looking at you. Get over the fact that people are probably like, what the fuck's she doing? Because last night when I was at playoffs, I was down on the Mississippi River. And there was a bunch of barges and there's like an old train track thing. I was taking pictures of myself. I wish I had my tripod. Okay. People were looking at me. I didn't care because you know what? Now I've got a bunch of batch photos for later next week. Okay. So think about it. I still remember like Megan telling me, she's like, I'm always like, how do you get those good pictures of yourself? And this is like a year ago. And she told me, she's like, I just take my tripod in the yard. And she's like, my neighbors probably think I'm freaking nuts. Well, I've done the same, you guys. I've got out on my deck, set up my tripod, and I've taken pictures of myself. I'm sure my neighbors are like, well, isn't she conceited? Look at her taking pictures of herself. I don't care. Here's the thing. You know what? If I'm home alone, I don't have someone to do it. So you're going to find a way. I prop my phone up somewhere. I take pictures of myself. I run back in the house. I change my shirt to make it look like a different, you know, day. But you have to do what you have to do. And when you do batch photos, keep it in a folder. So like I said, I didn't have a Flex Friday post that was just right on. Last week, because, you know, let's be real. I had a colonoscopy. It was not a pretty Jackie looking, you know? So you pull an old picture. No one's going to know that it's an old picture. Okay. People don't remember that. So one other thing I want to mention is three-way messages. We talk about three-way messages are the key with your business. Here's another reason. On the weekends, if you have a wedding, let's say you're traveling, let's say you're camping and you have no service. Okay. This is a great way. Let's say you have a potential that is so on the verge. He's tried the sample. He's tried the sample. You're trying to seal the deal still. Let's say you have someone that's on a sampled on day one, maybe, or day two, and you don't want to lose that connection with them. Pull in that third party validation. One, because it's someone else sharing their experience. Two, tell them, hey, I brought in my good friend, Melissa, today because I'm going away for the weekend and I'm going to be camping. I'm not sure how much, you know, reception I'm going to have. So just in case you have questions, Melissa will be able to, you know, she's got my back. One that shows that customer who potentially could become a promoter for you. Oh my gosh, they work as a team. They have each other's back. So we're already teaching them how we use other people, okay? But that three-way messages are not just for third-party validation, but it's for someone to have your back, you know, if you're going on vacation. And you know what? You could even use that as an excuse, knowing that you're going to have full reception, but it's still bringing that third party in. If you have a hard time doing three-way messages, being like, oh, I don't want to be CLZ. But that's a great way of saying like, hey, it's the weekend. I've got plans, but I just want to stay connected. And in case I'm not available, here's my girlfriend, you know, Melissa, and she can always help out. Melissa's going to introduce herself. Now we have a third person, you know, or a second person talking about the experience.
It's great for customer service, guys. It's not, I mean, honestly, like if you were a person, yes, it might be a little bit intimidating, but for me, like that just shows that you care about me and that I'm going to get the best service. And so look at it that way. You know, if you're scared to do those three-way messages, legit, like this is the best way to do it. And if you just got started, just say, hey, she's been in this a little bit longer than I have. And I want to make sure that we get all your questions answered, you know, make sure that you have the best experience, all the things. So please don't be like, I don't know. Some people on my team are always scared to start three-ways. And I'm just like, you have to be nonchalant about it. Don't even ask to be put in a three-way. You just do it. And you just be so uber confident about it that like my daughter's potty watch is going off. It made me like, I just squirrel. But yes, like just Just do not think about it. Just throw them in the three-way. And then, yeah, like whenever the second person kind of introduces themselves, it breaks the ice. And then usually that third party, they're in there and the conversation is just there. That way they have somewhere to go if they have questions. And yeah, like if you're not available, traveling, whatever, this is the best way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I could easily use it every single, like, seriously, every night I'm at a game.
Every day.
And there are ball fields that I have learned. The one actually in my hometown, because you guys, I'll just tell you right now too, you guys, if you are saying I'm from a small town and I have nobody, blah, blah, blah. I live in the village, okay? Literally the village of Hammond, Wisconsin. I am in my bedroom right now, and this is one place that I get service. The other place is in my garage. I choose not to do my stuff in my garage anymore because that's where I used to smoke every day. So I'm trying to break habit. If I go on my deck, where I love to take pictures because I have a pool out there, okay? And we are on 2 acres. I have no service. So the thing is I'm in the village of, I think I looked at the thing the other day, it's 1,922 people. We're almost at 2,000. So I don't stop because I live in a small community. That's why we have social media, right? But I know that I'm out in the boonies. I'm in a small town. I have a baseball field that my one child is at for every freaking game. And there is no service and it sucks. So I can't sit at that game in between, when he's not pitching or catching, and I can't sit there and do follow-ups because my phone literally has no service. I will sit on the bleachers with my arm up in the air and I'm trying to get service and I'm like, whatever. But here's the thing. If I have someone that I know is starting to sample, if I have someone that I know is questioning things, I'm going to throw them in a 3-way message with one of my friends. And I'm just going to say, you know what? I know I'm going to be at a ball game tonight and I have crap service. I'm going to be blunt and real with you. I have crap service. I want to make sure that if you have questions or if you are ready to place that order, that you have someone that's going to be able to help walk you through. And I'm going to throw them in with a 3-way because that is called customer service. Okay. It's not that I'm making excuses, but I don't want someone to message me and 4 hours goes by and they're like, well, this lady doesn't give a shit. I'm ready to, like, if you had someone that's ready to place their order and you can't get back to them, and now all of a sudden I check my phone at 9:30 at night, maybe they're already putting kids to bed and maybe they're already in bed because they work, the next morning early. So I don't want to miss out. So I know if I'm going to be somewhere that I do not have service, I know that I am going to be traveling. It's no different. I let my customers know. The other thing that I had written down is pay period. Pay periods end on a Sunday. Why do you think that is, you guys? Most people get paid on a Friday, right? Okay, let's be real. So that's why we say follow up Friday. Most people, okay? There's some people that get paid on the 15th, the 30th, or whatever at the end of the month. That's just how some of the companies work. But most people are going to be paid on a Friday. It's either every Friday, it's every other Friday, whatever. So that's why we say follow up Friday, because that's the day that most people are getting paid. That's when they have the money. You'll notice that some people will be like, oh, I can't place an order until Friday when I get paid or whatever. So this is a great time to follow up with people. Okay. This is a great time to post any promos that you have. And again, the company usually announces promos on a Saturday by about 9 a.m. Central Time, but doesn't mean that you can't do something on a Friday. Okay. Doesn't mean that you can't say, reach down and be like, hey, do a search in your keywords in your messenger and be like, hey, I know you tried to sample 6 months ago and, you never had to really decided about Thrive, but I've got some coupons that I have not been able to give or that I have not yet shared with anyone. And that's what I used the verbiage on last night. I told one of my new samplers, I said, hey, I've got a couple coupons that I haven't given away yet this month. I've been kind of holding off on them. If you want to order, I do have them and I can place one of them into your account for your first time order. You guys, I don't have coupons. I just have credits. Okay. Let's be real. They don't need to know that. Okay. What they don't know, it doesn't matter, but they think you're giving them an opportunity to save on their first order. Or maybe it's an old customer you're reaching out to. hey, I saw that you've ordered Thrive like 6 months ago. I know life just happens for people. Sometimes, it wasn't the right timing. I've got some coupons that I've been saving up and I get to use them this month. They're going to be expiring this month. Did you want to try? We've got new products too. Maybe the 3 steps wasn't, if that's what they're using, maybe the 3 steps just wasn't something that worked for you, but have you seen that we have a new product called Chill? Yes, it's a $26 order. You know what? In shipping, I think when we first ordered was like 75 cents, but you could be like, hey, you know what? If you wanted to try the Chill, I can throw in $5 off. $5 off, $26, that's huge. Whatever. Get them back on a product. It doesn't matter. So pay periods end on a Sunday because you've got your full week. The company does a promo. Okay, now not always, but they boost your sales. But think about it. The weekend is your time to hustle. The weekend is your time to give yourself a raise. This is the time to say, okay, you know what? Sunday night is end of pay period. I'm going to work my ass off this weekend and I'm going to get another customer. I'm going to get a customer back on Thrive. I'm going to help a customer thrive for free because those referrals count as my customers and we get paid the most on our customers, you guys. So here's the thing. That's why they end the pay period, because it's like you work your ass off on the weekend, you don't stop, and look at, you get to give yourself a raise on Tuesday. But and it's because most people are paid on Fridays, so that's where we can bring in some extra sales. Does anyone have questions about weekends? Like, the best time, one of the best time to go live is a Sunday night. Why is that? Because most people now have finished their weekend. Let's say they've been out of town, they've got the laundry done, the kids are getting to bed, they're checking Facebook because maybe they've missed stuff over the weekend. They're getting ready for work the next day. Sunday nights are a great time to go live. Hint, hint, live. Yes, you might have to hit that live button and talk to people. It's a great time to post about just even like, doing a post at night about the business opportunity or just, about life in general, how thankful you are that how your weekend went. Don't make it all about Thrive. Build that relationship. Let people get to know who you are. Questions? Does
I
anyone
don't have
else?
a question, but I was going to say something about when you say coupons. So I do the same thing because people don't know what the hell credits are. So when you say, hey, I have credits for you, they ask like 14 million questions. So if you say I have coupons or I have a discount code for you, they understand that more than I got extra credits I want to throw at you.
Yeah, people are like, well, what's credits? Like, they don't understand like what that means. So yes. And you got to remember, you guys, like we need to beat the algorithm. We've talked about keywords that Facebook is now picking up on. Sample is one of them. You want to try not saying sample. You want to try, cash, all that stuff is going to get flagged. And then all of a sudden it asks you, are you trying to sell something? It's like, damn Facebook. So, coupon is something that we are using instead of saying, message me, hit me up, or, come up with some keywords that sound like you, but isn't going to get flagged on Facebook too. But coupon, everyone wants a freaking coupon. I actually did an interaction post, I don't know how long ago. And I said, what gets you like more excited? Because let's be real, people are Amazon shoppers, they're online shoppers, they get excited. I've got a couple places that I've ordered stuff from and I get emails up the butt all the time from them. And it's like, I delete them, but there's keywords that sometimes get me. Okay. With my essential oils, free shipping. Free shipping gets me all the time. Spend $75 or more and get free shipping. I'm like, I'm all over it. Yeah, get free shipping. Shipping sometimes not even that expensive, but I get excited. So when you talk about free shipping or a coupon, because what do I do before I place any order? Yes, I'm cheap. If I'm on a certain website, I go Google coupons for Dick's Sporting Goods, coupons for, Cabela's, coupons for this. I do that because there's a ton of websites out there and I will try 15 different codes that are out there and half of them might be invalid and then I finally give up. But I know there's websites that will give you them, but whatever. So I search coupons because I love coupons. I love to save that. Even that 10% I think is great. Well, 10% off of $150, you guys. $15. It's free shipping. It's however you want to word it. What will pull that your audience in? Is it 15% off? Is it free shipping? Is it a coupon? Is it, try not to say discount, but people understand the coupons because Cole has set that standard for us, okay? The more you spend, the more you'll save. I've done that before. If I get someone that's going to order $150, I do free shipping. If they're going to order $200, I will give them $20. It's all about how you want to work your business. That is the beauty of this business. It is yours. This company allows us to do incentives like that. I came from a previous company. We were not allowed to do cash back. We were not allowed to do our own, sales. It was against the rules. It was against compliance. Here we get to. We are in control of when we want to do that. We are in control of our credits that are sitting out there. We get to use on ourselves. We get to use as promos for our team, give them to other people. Let's say you have someone that's on your downline, it's end of month, they're going for that 4K bonus and they're off a little bit. Let me send you some coupons. Let me send you some credits to help you place an order just to get that. Obviously, we don't want to be doing $200, but you know what I'm saying, you guys? These credits are huge to your business that you get to offer. And the company realized it recently more so because now we get to take part of our commission and we get to transfer them to credits. It's genius, you guys. Like, it is genius. So you can do even part of so that's where I say your credits are key to your business. Always emphasize they get to save you guys, already 20% off retail. And that people are always like, wow, how do I do that? And then say, on top of that, I'm going to give you another 15% off or another 10% off. That's free shipping. People are like all over that shit. Okay. So, go take this weekend and take some pictures. If you don't have a good app that you do stuff in, I use Canva. You can do it in PicArt. You can do it in Picture Collage. You can do it in just probably your regular photo editor. Find a photo editor that you understand, that you know how to work, and create your own discounts, you guys. Save them. I have ones that I save. I have ones from last year that are all saved. I have a folder. It's called incentives. I have ones that is like, when I was at Chasa's house, I'm sitting in her chair and I put a little circle and I put 50% off. Merry Christmas. I save it because you know what? Coming this winter, I'm going to use it again. No one's going to realize it. It is July. A lot of people are doing now Christmas in July. Go do a freaking take a nice picture of yourself, take a funny picture of yourself. You know what? If you have a box that your Christmas stuff is in and you've got like a Santa hat, or even flip art it on you, whatever, but do a Christmas in July and be like, hey, I got Christmas in July. On top of my 20% off, I'm offering 10% off. People are like, hell yeah, Christmas in July, that's 30% off. So you guys get creative with your posts. Don't rely on the company. Don't rely on your upline to come up with everything for you. And a lot of times I'll get people on my team, they're like, is the company offering free shipping? Because I saw you're offering. I'm like, no, that's mine. That's what I'm doing for my customers because I want to give the best customer service possible to them. So we have 4 minutes left. And now I'm awake. It only took me an hour. I know. Hello. Happy Friday. So anything else before we get into wrapping this bad boy up? Okay, that's awesome. Way to jump on that, everyone. So it is Flex Friday. I want to see everyone flexing. I don't care if the picture is 2 months old, if it is 2 days old. I took a couple pictures of me flexing from this week, and I'm going to pick the one that I like. I'm going to do the one by the silo from last Friday, now that I think about it, because it's got my cow picture on it. And that is one thing I brand myself with. I love cows. So with that said, we're going to do Brave. You guys, I think, are we on 101?
No, we're on day 97. We got 3 days left and then we start a new book.
No, 101. It doesn't go there. I don't know. whatever, you know.
Are we on 101 of 100 Days to Brave? I love you.
We could be.
We're starting over.
We're starting our own chapter.
Oh, okay.
I think Star, did you just comment? Are you doing it, Star Love?
Yes, before she reads, who has
Oh, yeah,
never
yeah.
won a morning prize? Drop what
you have
you're
never
going to
won-
implement today.
I want you to drop me because I've never won. And this weekend, I'm going to ... fill it out.
Mic drop, y'all. All right, Star.
So really quick, I just wanted to drop just a little tip. There are some people out there who qualify for those child tax payments that were released yesterday, I believe. This would be a good time to maybe get into their inboxes or chat with them because, you know, people are looking forward to that payment once a month. They can come here and get an even better payment once a week. You know, they don't have to rely on that. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there. Get creative with it. And we are on day 97. Jesus is brave. Then I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. The one sitting on it is called Faithful and True. And that's Revelation chapter 19, verse 11. Did you just read this verse? This hasn't happened yet. You realize that, right? Jesus is coming back, not as the baby in the humble manger, but as the mighty King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Baby Jesus was brave, but baby Jesus was here on a mission to save us from our sin. He's already done that good work. He's already died and resurrected. Jesus is still alive and still working for our good today. He is still the humble king who came to earth, but his mission will be different when he returns. He's going to come back and judge sin once and for all and destroy the enemy who has made this world such a broken and painful place. See, Jesus wasn't just brave in past tense. Jesus is brave today. Jesus knows I'm a screw up, and for that, he gave his life. I am so grateful for that salvation. But over and over again, I ask Jesus for forgiveness and rescue, and he always provides them. You would never buy a car that got a flat tire every time you test drove it, and you would stop eating at restaurants that repeatedly got your order wrong. And yet Jesus does that for me all the time. I have a flat tire and I get his order wrong and sin and everything in between. He takes risks for me and he takes a risk on me. John 3:16 says it all. God loves you so much that he gave up his own son so that your sin would not be able to separate you from him forever. God is holy and we are sinners. But Jesus bridged that gap. His death and resurrection cleared that path. His resurrection proved that he is God and that he has the power to overcome death and that his forgiveness of our sins was real. He deeply loves you and deeply knows you and is doing the hard work of forgiving and forgiving and forgiving again and again. Jesus is brave and he made you to be brave too. Be brave today. Thank Jesus that he takes a risk on you over and over again. Thank him that the grave did not hold him down and that he is a risen and living king.
All right. Jacqueline said that I can pick the winner for today. So I'm going to go over here.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Let's see. Brianna Moise. I don't know how to say the last name. Brianna.
Come on down, Brianna. All right, so Brianna, if you want to just message Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it rolls.
Me.
So yeah, thank you guys all for jumping on. We're a little 2 minutes over, which is pretty good for me because I'm a talker. But I hope you guys started your day awesome. I hope it goes into your weekend. I hope the fire that you get every morning when you're doing your gratitude, when you're listening, when you're, I love the message. Thank you, Star, for reading that. I love John 3:16. But I hope you guys just take this throughout your day and then it rolls into your weekend, because, I think just being excited, being on fire, of just showing your excitement is contagious. And that's where I've told people, like, when you show that your excitement, people are like attracted to you. It's when you're like, who wants to try a sample of dry? You guys get freaking excited. Like, I woke up feeling like I wanted to crawl back into bed. Like, I was like, why did I even volunteer? I'm being real. I'm not a morning person, but now I'm like, I'm super happy. I'm excited. I got, my cup just got filled by listening to you guys, what you're grateful for. That's awesome. Like, I'm super excited. It's going to make my day. It's going to roll into the rest of my day. So if I have one of my shit moments, you guys, it's not a bad day. It's just bad moments. But if I have one of those bad moments, I am going to remember, like, you guys, you know what? There's other people out here that have overcome this, that are doing this. I'm going to do my due this weekend, because I know what? I need to give myself a raise, because I know that next week I have got a medical bill that came in yesterday that I need to pay. And that, my goal is to bring on 2 new customers this weekend, because I need to make that medical payment, you guys. So with that said, happy Friday. Go do your Flex Friday post. You don't have to post it right away this morning. If you want to warm up your algorithm, go comment on people's stuff before you do a post, and do your Flex Friday post when you know that it's the best time to do it. Make sure you tag people, so other people are interacting with you, and go rock this freaking weekend.
Happy Friday. Bye, y'all.
See you guys Monday.